text, Acts 10:9-33, KJV. The scene unfolds at a turning point in redemptive history, at a moment when long-standing distinctions, deeply embedded in the life of Israel, are being brought to their intended fulfillment. Peter goes up upon the housetop to pray about the sixth hour. In that place of communion, heaven interrupts the ordinary. He becomes hungry, and while a meal is being prepared, he falls into a trance. What he sees is not merely a vision, it is a divine unveiling. A great sheet descends from heaven, knit at the four corners, containing all manner of beasts, clean and unclean alike. Then comes the voice, "Rise, Peter, kill and eat." Peter's response is immediate and rooted in the covenantal framework he has known all his life. "Not so, Lord, for I have never eaten anything that is common or unclean." This is not stubbornness. It is faithfulness to what had been commanded under the law. Yet the voice speaks again. "What God hath cleansed, that call not thou common." This exchange happens 3 times. The repetition is intentional. It presses the truth upon Peter's understanding. Something has shifted. The categories that once governed separation are now being redefined by a completed work. The sheet is taken back into heaven, and Peter is left to ponder. The text says he doubted in himself what this vision should mean. The vision is not about food, it is about people. At that very moment, the messengers from Cornelius arrive. The timing is exact. Heaven has spoken, and now earth confirms it. The Spirit directs Peter. "Behold, 3 men seek thee. Arise therefore, and get thee down, nothing doubting, for I have sent them." Peter obeys. He goes with them, entering into a journey that crosses boundaries he had never crossed before. Cornelius, a Gentile, a centurion of the Italian band, has also received a heavenly visitation. He is described as devout, one who feared God with all his house, who gave alms and prayed continually. Yet even with all this, something remained incomplete until heaven intervened. An angel instructs him to send for Peter. So now, 2 revelations converge, one on a rooftop in Joppa, another in a household in Caesarea. When Peter arrives, Cornelius meets him and falls down at his feet. Peter lifts him up, saying, "Stand up. I myself also am a man." Then Peter speaks words that reveal the weight of what has just taken place within him. "Ye know how that it is an unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew to keep company, or come unto one of another nation. But God hath shewed me that I should not call any man common or unclean." Here the vision is interpreted. The issue was never about animals. It was about access. The dividing wall that once marked out Israel from the nations had served its purpose. Now, through what has been accomplished, that barrier is no longer to be recognized as it once was. Peter did not come reluctantly. "Therefore came I unto you without gainsaying, as soon as I was sent for." The hesitation is gone. The resistance has been replaced with clarity. Cornelius recounts his experience: the angel, the instruction, the urgency. Then he says, "Now therefore are we all here present before God, to hear all things that are commanded thee of God." This is the moment. A Gentile household stands ready, not as outsiders trying to come near, but as those whom God himself has prepared to receive what had long been promised. What is being revealed is not a new plan, but the unveiling of what had always been intended. The promises made to Abraham, that in his seed all nations would be blessed, are now coming into their realized form. The categories of clean and unclean, once necessary within the covenantal structure of Israel, are no longer the defining reality. A greater cleansing has taken place, one not tied to ritual, but to a finished work that has redefined access to God entirely. Peter's vision dismantles the old distinctions at their root. Not gradually, not partially, but decisively. "What God hath cleansed, that call not thou common." This is God's declaration, not man's conclusion. And so Peter stands in a Gentile house, something once forbidden, now fully embraced under divine authority. The presence of God is not confined. The reach of what has been accomplished is not limited. The invitation is not restricted by former boundaries. The sheet came down from heaven, and in it all were gathered. Then it was taken back up again. What descended has returned, but not without leaving behind a transformed understanding. Heaven has declared the earth included. The narrative pauses here, but the weight of it continues. The silence before Peter speaks again is filled with the realization that what was once separated has now been brought together under a single, completed reality. And all who stand in that house wait, ready to hear.